show being started. The local recording has begun. We're going to do the intro now. Yeah.
Betwixt the raising of the undying emperor and the great planar war that shook the heavens, there was an age of contradiction, where cannons won kingdoms and muskets kept the peace. A brave few won the hearts of the conquered and conquerors alike. Of these we speak of the decline of the great kingdoms and cultures under the heel of empire. Of those we speak of gladiators and the untold thousands that worshipped them. Of this an age of glory, where kings would be slaves and a gladiator would be king.
Spreadsheets! Nerd, boner, for spread, sheets. Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Dread and Circus campaign, season 2, episode 12? Is that where we're at? 11. Episode 11. 12 will be on Saturday. I am your DM and host Marty, joined by Adam, Ahmed, and Mark on this fine, frosty Thursday evening. How's everyone doing?
Pretty good.
Oh, we're basically getting ready for
What's going on,
holidays.
guys? What is going on?
Feel-
I'm ready to game all day, every day.
got video games. I got a couch.
I do
I
have
bought
to
extra turkeys. I got turkeys in the freezer, a whole bunch of them. It's gonna be turkey.
I do have to go to work tomorrow, but then I can game as much as I want after work tomorrow.
Hit me Saturday morning, Sunday morning.
Sunday morning? Well, you get up way too early, man.
Yeah. I don't sleep, dude. I don't sleep.
I don't plan on any mornings for like Marty mornings, which are already afternoons.
I fucking can't wait to sleep in. Like, just sleep until my body goes, it's time to wake up. None of this fucking our long
No, imagine like 4 hours of straight sleep. Whoa!
I've been trying to shake this cold for over a week now, and it's like, oh god, just go away. Just go away.
That's it every day.
I'm just lumbering into the holidays.
What does he have negative levels or something? I don't know.
It is effectively a necromantic cold. I think it's just like it's not the most.
Yes.
It's not the most sort of in your face cold, like where it's constantly running. It's just there's a constant drain on energy, and
It's like you're cursed or something.
like, you know, my voice is all fucked up. And
So I think that a turkey would solve that problem. That's why I've stocked up on turkeys. So I've got
Notice Adam says turkeys.
how does your fridge full of turkeys solve my problem?
You need to cook a turkey and then eat the turkey.
I did do groceries today. I did get all the stuff that I need to make a homemade sauce, and then I bought some stuff to make meatballs, and I'm gonna make a.
I don't mean
massive...
to chuckle, Marty, but Adam was the first one to turn your stove on.
Oh, at this particular apartment, yes, but
Yes.
no, the oven on. I haven't used the oven.
Oh,
you can cook
okay, my
sauces
mistake,
on the
but
fucking top. I don't know how you make sauce,
Okay.
but
Microwave. Leave it in the sun. Come back in 3 weeks.
You know how he makes sauce? Wife.
I have the feet, wife.
I believe it's called leadership.
Leadership.
feet. Actually, she has the leadership feet.
She is the leadership
I'm
feet.
the cohort.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make myself a big
Feed the
pot of
kids.
sauce, and then in the sauce I'm gonna put meatballs, and then I'm gonna have sandwiches and meatballs, and get some nice bread and salad, and basically eat well. Try to shake this thing off. Sleep and eat well.
My household is on turkey number 2 of the Christmas season, and we've got number 3 ready to go. We might be trying to pack a 4th turkey in, just because.
What do you need for? How many days are you eating for?
The man lifts 500 pounds.
Yeah,
Give him a break.
I get.
He's burning through half the
Look
turkey
at how
in
Christmassy
calories
our
every
tree
day.
is.
Yeah, it looks nicer. Yeah, you've
See your
continued the
turkey?
pagan ritual.
Oh
in
my
this-
god.
Yeah.
You have a shrub.
I swear it expanded.
Christmas shrub.
Did the dogs play with it or not?
So May, who's having a nap beside me, 1 year she knocked over the tree. Now she doesn't go anywhere near the tree, and I didn't do nothing. But Jessica freaked out, and yeah, dog doesn't go near the tree. The other dog just didn't care about the tree. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Show us me. Show us me.
Who is a bush?
Oh,
Who is
yo.
a bush?
Not my dog. Oh.
Garbage. Garbage.
Oh, you
Dog's
see,
like,
you can see his eyes just
guy.
moving slightly, like, oh, it knows
Dog's
you're
like,
talking to it, but
Get me off. Get me off, guy.
why are you sitting in your upstairs?
So
Why aren't you in your
embarrassing.
man cave basement?
Because my man cave basement is having electrical difficulty. So when I'm down there, I can only be down there until my laptop runs out of power.
Okay. Yeah.
So my house has an old school glass fuse box, and I've got a pop fuse, but it's a glass fuse box. When you pop the fuse, you pop the fucking fuse. So I have to go buy fuses, and since they're glass fuses, typically you get to Lowe's and they have one,
Yeah.
maybe 2.
Mark,
So-
Ahmed, how you guys doing?
Pretty good. You know they've got fuses you can reset, right?
Yeah, that's actually what I've been slowly
Yeah.
buying those and replacing.
I used to live in a house with a fuse box like that, and it was like, yeah.
It's a bunch of bullshit. The thing is, the resetting
Yeah.
fuses are it's like $20 for one mini resetting breaker.
Can we stop saying fuses with the brown man on the online channel, please? Thank you. Thank you. Please.
Wow. Tis
Maybe
the
let's
season.
start it after January, maybe. Let me spend Christmas with my family. I don't know.
Oh, it's funny.
Face shot here, no smiles.
Sorry, Ahmed.
It's-
Sorry, Ahmed. I forgot my white privilege. I can say fuse on the internet.
guys, not on my channel.
I'll just speak with an Irish accent again.
You can make your own channels.
Good times.
So the electrical breaker is really expensive when I get the mini electrical breaker.
Yeah. That's not a cheap.
Ahmed,
cheap
what's the favorite attack of an alchemist? That's awful. All right, no, we gotta stop that.
It's a kind hello.
Well, let me tell you.
Oh, that's so awful. You started it, Ahmed. You started it.
I know, it's my fault. I went down the long road.
Oh, my goodness. I haven't edited a video in a long time.
We can stop again. I haven't slept in a while.
At least you know it's at the beginning this time.
It's at the
Oh,
early
whatever.
beginners.
Foxfire, how's it going?
Say.
All right, why don't we do a recap of what happened last game? We're going to return to the Conclave because they're falling a little bit behind on time-wise, what they've been up to during the summer season. The last game with them was called Mortal Kombat. A strange crisis of faith amongst adherents of the old gods rippled through Vaddapol. Some receive strange visions, and many consider moving east. Czargon and Zed visit the hidden temple of Kozuth for guidance. Czargon and Zed do battle with a duo of knights in the arena. Magnus is called out by a bloodthirsty lizard man, a former servant of Crixes, whilst escorting his gladiators through the blood veins. Magnus agrees to an impromptu death match. And almost dies, and was one die roll away from dying, basically.
Like 4 times.
Yeah. Later, trolls attack the Conclave gladiators while they're in the blood veins, and that was kind of a fun fight.
While Magnus is fighting another fight.
While Magnus was... I'll actually add that. Whilst Magnus was battling a...
Goldtooth.
5 knights.
Battling... Was it 5 knights?
Oh, it was the knights. Oh, yeah, it was the knights.
A hand of knights. There we go. Cool. And then let's have a look at where we are spreadsheet-wise for the season. So, we are in summer season. There's the Conclave of Crimson Scale. We have finished the 28th week, which I think is almost halfway. Over halfway? Yeah, you're over halfway done the season, whereas the other Ludus has done a lot of traveling, and they're actually 4 or 5 weeks ahead. So we'll go back to the Conclave. How many more months till Sid is back? Sid is back on... Not that they know this. Sid is back on the 33rd week of summer. The 33rd week of the year, which is the 4th last week of summer. So right where that got returned. So he'll be back in once we sync the calendars between the two gladiatorial ludi. Sid should be returning, and he'll have interesting stories to tell, perhaps, of what he saw.
He'll warn us about the goo.
Right.
Yeah.
This was after. It wasn't months. It was. I think Damien asked, "Well, can we do it quicker?" And there was something to the effect of what is his name? Vogel.
Krakenstein?
Yeah, Vogel von Krakenstein said that he could do it quicker, but it would have consequences.
Great.
No, then I said, well, we're in no rush.
It would have consequences.
Yes, but Vogel, I think, has other things to do.
Stuck with a permanent bat face.
Wait, what? Hold on. I'm wondering, Marty, should I be on the Civic Arena?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, who's fighting the Fant?
Oh,
please don't say Magnus. I don't remember this at all.
No, not Magnus.
We need to
You
plan.
were there.
We need to plan out this week. Some of you have things that you're doing, like Phineas looks like he's putting some time into the dungeon ring, which isn't completed yet. It looks like Phineas is almost like scheduled with building stuff all the way out to the last week of the year.
Pretty much, yeah.
Awesome. So just make sure that you are working on the thing that you want to work on, because you can change plans, I guess. You don't have to have these locked in. But
Phineas doesn't like changing plans. It throws everything into the air.
I have a note that Fight with Independence, was that the actual fight with the lizard man? You fought twice in the same block.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Magnus. Okay. So yeah, I added the extra fight in this particular week. Okay, we need to do some planning. Like, what are these gladiators doing? So Ashoka, in week 29 of the year, what are you doing?
That's a good question, sir.
We can get back to you. Magnus, what are you doing? This is the same week that Sona, Fleas, Czargon, Sona, Zed, and Czargon are going to fight the Megaphant.
Sona?
And Fleas, I believe, was going to fight 2 gargoyles that were provided by wizard companions of Chebagast of the Beast Tamers.
Zed, Sona, and Czargon are fighting 6 goblins in Megaphant. Yeah, 6 goblins on top. Fleas is fighting 2 gargoyles, and Brog is fighting a bunch of condemned.
Brog is fighting condemned. Oh, you're just making him kind of act executioner, basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now are they all 1-to-1? Except Brog is 2-to-1, I assume. I don't know.
Oh, the odds?
Yeah. Megaphant.
Fleas versus 2 gargoyles. People think it's even odds.
Even. Oh my god.
Yeah, like it's 1-to-1.
Dumb gargoyles.
The Megaphant against 3 I think the Megaphant is a slight favorite to 3-2 odds.
3-2.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3-2 for Megaphant.
I think the Megaphant might. Depending how that rolls,
They've seen the Megaphant
Go.
trumpet around and squash people before and just run them over. I think the people of Vaddapol are pretty confident that, and then those that are behind setting the odds are pretty confident in the Megaphant.
Yeah. Ashoka would like to do diplomacy to the, I believe it's called the Broken Shield, the charm lady.
Yep. Right now, 6 is a good morale and good attitude towards you, just letting you know. So 6 is your captured doppelganger.
Oh. What is that? Give me a second.
When you achieve 9th level, did you take leadership?
That was the plan.
Are you 9th level?
I think so.
Do you even level up, bro?
No, I didn't level up, brah.
Is that why you're all confused?
Yes, I am.
Wait, you didn't
yes.
level Ashoka?
No, I didn't level Ashoka.
It looks like it says train to 9th.
I don't know if I might actually have to train.
No, I think the train happened in week 25 and 26. It's now 29, and I've got a note there saying train to 9th.
Okay. So,
it looks like you did level up some of this stuff because sorcerer is set to 9, rogue 5.
I got part of the way through.
Okay.
You might want to make sure Zed's leveled up too before he fights a Megaphant.
No, Zed is leveled up because I leveled him up for
leadership. You did take leadership at 9th. Here's what I'm looking.
If you'll note, that update was just the second.
Oh, I see.
Fleas, Fleas. Foxfire has a very good point. I think some of you read it already, but I just read it. Gotta make a soul protection item, but these people don't know about this issue yet.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody with a high enough...
Even if Sid comes back, they put something important down there, and I don't know if Sid understands what was there, so they may not know for a while until maybe Damien comes back, but Damien doesn't know because they're keeping it from him, so there's this weird like flow of information between the groups.
You think Damien, they're going to keep it from Damien with who is in the room? Who was in the room?
Damien knows something is up. Something is big, and it scared a lot of the people in that room.
And he's figured out who the wink leaks are in that group for secrets.
All right, so back to here. So Ashoka, it sounds like Adam and I need to sit down and create a cohort for you. Basically, 6 will become your cohort, and the time that you've been spending with him and feeding him identities and blood and teaching him and molding him like literal fleshy putty. Your doppelganger, it will be a 7th level cohort of yours, and I think we enter into this part of the campaign where the number of characters explodes again as everyone takes cohorts.
No, I don't think leadership is going to be as popular this
I can't afford it. Magnus can't afford it. It's got too many feats on
I'm even with Damien. I was right now. I'm still planning on taking it, but there's other feats I want too. So
I don't think any of my guys will take it.
Okay. It makes sense that Ashoka being handed this or earning this doppelganger 6. So I'm going to put that down at a sticky note for something we start filling out is build 6. And I've got a huge wall of sticky notes now. Put that up there.
I did spell skills, I did speed, I did the class powers. Yeah, I was halfway through.
Sticky note planning. I'm like, what am I going to work on? Maybe I should make a plan. Maybe I should just write down everything I need to do, or I was thinking about doing, and then we'll prioritize. Such a PM. All right. So Ashoka, what are you doing? Your diplomacy something?
Yeah, we're going to diplomacy the Broken Shield.
Broken Shield.
Because we haven't really talked to them much, and I think it's time to start looking for more people to fight.
Okay.
We keep alienating people.
You're like, we haven't really beat up these guys yet and cheated. A bunch. Okay. So, Magnus, what are you doing this week?
Oh, sir, you have. That's a very fine question. Very fine question indeed. What is there to do?
Old Vigo needs training. Fleas needs training for his level 6, which he won't have in time for his fights. As they got XP for the troll fight, and he was hovering near 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Old Vigo needs a ton of training. He needs to train for strength, con, and leveling.
Okay, let's train him.
And is Nova all trained up, or is there training that needs to happen on Nova?
Nova has basically ability score training to get her Gestalt training to get a level trained.
Okay, what ability score?
She's got the 12 dex, and she gets one more +1. I think strength. I think
she's 5th level or 4th.
She's 3rd with 4th XP.
What the hell is
she needs to train to 4th as well.
Well, yeah, so the goal here would be train the ability point, train the Gestalt, then train the level.
Okay, Gestalt, then the level.
Well, this would be depending if we could stop getting her into fights for a second.
Okay, got it. I marked those things down. Good.
Yep,
I think those are all the people that need the trainings. All right, so yeah, Fleas needs to train to level. Old Vigo needs to train for a bunch of stuff, and Nova can train. I think you can help train all of those people, Magnus, and then Foxfire's got a suggestion. Can help Maeve get her school up and running.
Yeah,
she might come and beat your ass.
Actually, yeah. So Vigo's not gonna get it. Sorry, Fleece is not gonna get his training. So I will start with training. Nova. I think I can get Nova all her. What has she got? She's got 3, 3, and 4. And I have how many dice? 14 or 15?
Magnus has 13 dice.
13.
You are
only 13.
What's the training?
I actually have Magnus at -1 morale for some reason.
Because you guys shit pushed in.
Oh yeah, and he had 2 fights in one go.
Body -1, morale -1. Shouldn't I roll for body?
No, you need some R&R. You had a death fight and then a fight all in the same.
Should I? Okay, question.
Oh,
Okay,
and then you
fine.
got your shit pushed in from that other season. So yeah, Magnus needs a rest basically.
Okay, so
You still have 13 dice. You could ignore it, and you're.
yeah, let's try to put all of it into Nova. Vigo doesn't. There's no rush on Vigo. We'll do him after, but we'll do all dice on Nova right now.
Realize I'm an old ass man.
You're an old ass
If
man.
anyone has a rush around here, be me.
Okay, so your training facilities right now are 6 dice. So you've got a pool of 20 between Magnus and you could do multiple people. We'll say.
So 3, 3, and 4. So that's 10 on her. So let's put 14 on her and 6 on Vigo.
All right. So Magnus is helping training, and you're assigning some training dice to the others. All right. Phineas, looks like you're just working on the dungeon ring this turn.
Who is Quelzy?
The new gladiator.
Who the hell is that?
The Nagaji.
Nagaji.
Oh
She's
yeah,
the Nagaji woman.
we won that.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. Welcome to welcome. Can we start fixing her attitude?
You had spent some time entertaining her last time. You can spend some time trying to fix her attitude.
And actually, what are we doing with Wizard Ling? Because he's a -1 attitude.
Sacrificing him to the old gods. Try to run away, you son of a bitch.
He just has to be. He has to be killed at a certain point, right? He has to be put to the.
Yep, he is condemned and he ran, and his sentence probably is stays.
Okay, let's just keep him there. Why don't we put the morale? What is morale again? How do we fix that?
Entertainment.
And attitude.
Diplomacy.
Okay, so let's put entertainment on Link to fix his morale.
So you're like, you're gonna die, but...
Well, screw it. He's gonna. If I'm gonna put him in the ring again, I want to at least get him performing properly.
Okay.
Put him in. Give him a good morale, so we'll fix his.
You've got 5 dice of entertainment.
And he needs 6. Right?
No, you need probably one or two successes.
Oh. Okay. Anybody else? No. Then let's put Quelzy. Let's put some diplomacy on Quelzy.
Who is spending time trying to convince Quelzy that you guys like her?
Don't we have anybody that can do that?
How are you making her more your friend or more loyal to the Ludus?
Quelzy. Hey, Ashoka, what's look? You have your lizard lady here. How do you make her? Like, what do you guys eat? Like live rats or something? Like, what should I get her? Come on, she's gonna go fighting for us. Hey, Ashoka, come on.
Yes,
Maybe
you should bring her live rats. I will bluff.
Magnus was saying that as a joke. You asshole! You eat regular stuff. What the hell's wrong with you?
Ashoka doesn't. Well, Adam thinks it's funny to convince Magnus that it would bring. It's what the female of our species eats.
It's horrible.
What are her weapons? Like, what would she use? Daggers or? She's a rogue, right?
I think she was like a ranger or something.
Barbarian.
I think barbarian.
Barbarian. Barbarian of a nature god.
Quelzy, Barbarian 3. Background, Nagaji military caste.
How do we increase? Okay, question. How do we increase the body and soul?
Body is
Rest.
rest and medicine.
What about soul?
Soul is there's something probably wrong, but there's nothing wrong with any of your souls. You probably need like spells and stuff.
Okay.
Like if you had negative levels, that would be a minus on the soul column.
Okay, why don't we get her to rest? Get her to rest. Put her body up. Okay.
Okay, so you're putting your medicine on her.
Yeah. And
you've got 4 ranks.
okay. Put 2. We only need what, 1 or?
Her body's fine. You're talking about 6. 6 probably needs that.
Mm-hmm. Medicine on 6.
Okay.
Put her on 6. An attitude? Fuck, I don't know. We'll throw we'll throw a party. We'll wait, no. Probably not the best of times. No, let's not do that yet.
We just had a party.
We just had a party. Well, she wasn't there, was she?
Nope.
The drunk Ludus. And let's wait a week on that. She's idle. Yeah.
Brutus.
This is good for this week.
Okay. Ashoka, give me a diplomacy check. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to make them like you better, or are you trying to ask them for a favor, or something else, or for information?
We're going to start with liking us better.
Okay.
You have to start building relationship.
Let me have a glance at at how decrepit this relationship is.
Come on, baby.
Okay.
We went to your building and they tried to charm us, and we said, fuck you.
Fuck you, and didn't talk
And
to
we
you
didn't come
for
back
months and months.
For months and months.
It wasn't even her, it was the magic item she left out.
It was just imagine go pray before the thing, and we're like, it does what? Fuck no. This is bullshit.
She didn't cast it. You don't have to look at her. At her
They wouldn't let us talk to her
portrait.
without looking at her portrait.
Okay, so
Charming people in the streets.
what do? And I've got this kind of like matrix of who likes whom. Broken Shield. What do they think of the Conclave? Yeah. Okay.
We are the assholes in our city.
All right.
There's a reason.
You need 6 successes.
Okay.
If you get 12, it's like a critical success.
All right. How many dice do I have?
13.
All right. Well, I won't get 12. So.
On a critical success, they don't charm you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes. Yes.
Okay. Some minor gifts, and some time spent sending letters and avoiding looking at any of the.
No pictures. None. No paintings.
You did this through like couriers and small gifts and overtures and other things. So you didn't actually have a face-to-face with her yet. Okay. He's looking up.
Told I'm laughing too happily.
What?
If you're laughing too happily, they automatically assume you're laughing at them.
Oh my goodness. They being the
I'm not
wives.
saying who. I'm not saying who. I'm not saying who.
Okay.
Them.
Just they.
Yeah.
There are people,
Adam, you're having too much fun.
Well, this is well. Part of it is I don't have to work tomorrow at 4:30 in the morning.
Ah.
Oh, well, yeah.
So I'll be right back.
I can see some.
Okay, so diplomacy has been had, and you're starting to repair basically a very like you tried to get an audience, they refused politely. They didn't respond to a couple of your overtures, and eventually they started to respond, and you think you're making headway there.
Yeah,
You have not had a one-on-one sync with the
goal would be like T on neutral ground.
yeah,
that would be the eventual goal.
That didn't happen, but you think that you have inroads here, or that you just have to kind of be patient. Magnus is doing training, so that's really nothing too exciting there. Phineas, you're good with creating the ring,
Yeah.
so that's done. Sid has no choice; he's growing in a vat somewhere.
Mama.
Wizard Ling, you guys were going to spend some time entertaining the wizard, so give me 5 dice.
Is this your book? Oh, is that your book? Is this your book?
Okay, so his morale is improving
3 successes.
as you're now finally paying attention to him in his cell.
Oh, he was on latrine duty.
Old Vigo is being trained. It looks like his con is in the middle of being trained. Give me 6 dice.
Sure.
I'm just curious how we're training the old man. Like,
2.
run, old man, run.
2 dice.
So 2 successes. He's at 7 out of 12. Looks like he's getting his con trained twice. Yeah, he's like, oh, lift up the phone book kind of thing.
Vigo, and then what's her name?
Nova, what are you training?
Nova?
Her strength, her gestalt, or training for level?
Can't we spread it across, or is it just stuck on one?
Well, you can do the level whenever, but the strength is required to train the Gestalt.
Got it.
No, sorry. I'm saying we're putting a lot of dice into her.
Yep. It's only
Can we
one thing per block.
We're only doing one thing. Okay. Let's do strength.
Okay. You need three successes.
Sorry. I was not very I didn't realize that. I thought I was going to put the 14 against the 3, and the 4. Could I have spread the dice out more to put more on Vigo?
Sure.
Okay.
How many more are you putting on Vigo?
So for her, I would have put 10. For Vigo, I would have put another, like 10 and 10.
Okay. Roll 4 more dice for Vigo.
Okay.
One success.
One more success. Okay.
It's slow going with the old man.
It's good. It's all right. And then 10 for Nova's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Her strength has gone up by 1 at the end of that.
Awesome.
And now she can gestalt. She has enough high ability scores to
Awesome.
to go gestalt, which I think turns her already gestalt NPC of adept into cleric. I think that was the plan.
That's she has to train for it, but now she can train for it.
The tree is idle. You're going to spend some medicus time on 6, who has got still isn't quite healthy after his capture. That is affirmative, Lucas. Go ahead, 4 dice.
Go ahead, somebody.
Sorry, I was
There.
Okay, 6 is fine. It is healthy and is ready to become cohort extreme to the max.
to the max. To the max.
And then Quailsy, you just had idle. All right. Now we've got the fights. Was there anyone that Ashoka, Phineas, or Magnus wanted to talk to before the fighting?
Not necessarily before the fighting. It can wait till after.
Okay, great.
Okay, so the fights. Give me a sec here.
Commercial. Loading.
You'll just
Before the fights, I think Ashoka is good for before the fights.
Magnus
At
wants
this
to
point,
speak with Czargon and Sona actually. Before.
Yeah. Okay. Who is going to who is going to the Bloodbanes or to watch the fights?
Ashoka's going to watch any of the fights that has the dragon.
Magnus is supposed to meet Sindara after his match.
I'm meeting Sindara, the Goblin Queen. Why again? She invited me for a fight with her troll champion or something like that, right?
Did you say yes?
I was in the middle of a fight. I told her to wait until I was done. I didn't say yes or no. Oh wait! Didn't I say I was gonna go meet her at her?
So I think you're being reminded that you're supposed to be saying, "I would like to talk to Sindara as part of this
All right,
roleplay."
Yes, I have to speak to Sindara.
Okay, you're gonna do that after your fights, I guess. After
Yeah.
at the gladiatorial fights. Okay, and then Phineas, I think there's gonna be some business that you'll have to attend to at the tower. I think if we have time to do that,
Okay.
we'll do that while you're here. Something to do with your master, or perhaps your proposal. One of the two. All right. Who is going to the Vaddapol Civic Arena for this batch of fighting? I'm assuming the gladiators are all going.
Magnus.
Czargon. Magnus is going to escort his gladiators. Who else?
Zed and Ashoka.
So Ashoka's going to go watch.
Yep. Any fight that has the dragon, he's going to watch. He wants to know who's looking at the dragon fighting.
Okay. Ashoka's already in the stands with Nim. All polite. All polite, taking their seats.
Very polite.
Is Phineas watching the fight or not?
No, he's
Okay. Busy crafting.
Ashoka's going. He just figures, well, Ashoka will look afterwards.
Okay. Oh, that's right. She wanted to meet at
At her place.
at the retreat, the Elven Casino.
Oh, did she? Okay, sure. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. All right. So you've set up a date to go meet them there.
+2 shade.
Give me a D10, 1 is friendly, 10 is hostile.
Go ahead, somebody.
No, I want Ahmed to roll this. This is him
Oh.
escorting his gladiators through the veins.
3.
Last time it was a 10, wasn't it? We got mugged.
Right. And then we need. You guys don't have many friends. God damn it.
We don't have any goddamn friends. We don't have any.
I'm like
friends.
looking at all these
You know
tokens
why?
off the screen.
You know
and I'm
why?
like,
Because
who's-
it's lonely at the top. That's why.
It's lonely at the top when you want to rock and roll.
No, that's a long way to the top.
So,
No, it's lonely at the top. I'm pretty certain it's lonely at the top when you
Only the
want to rock and roll.
lonely.
do we have a +1 sword for Fleas?
A +1 light weapon is in the queue to be made. Also, a shield would be nice because he uses a shield. But he's
Very
still,
busy.
We have
Very
plus
busy.
armor for him. But we don't have a magic shield or magic.
they're in the queue.
What are you working on now?
Hey, you know who has one? Who could loan it? Is Magnus has a couple, I think.
They're great swords. He can't. He's using a shield.
I got a feeling he could put the shield down and use your greatsword. That's just what I'm thinking.
Okay, so Phelan the Vorlander is carrying all of magic,
Selfish Lannister, you.
all Magnus's
He
extra
needs his
weapons.
AC, baby. He needs his AC.
Any of the extra weapons you're bringing from the Ludus, Phelan the Vorlander is just kind of hauling them on his back, happy to be not just cleaning up blood inside the veins. Although spending a surprising amount of time here. You guys enter the veins. There doesn't seem to be any problems. There are people, in particular, from the what are they called? The 5th congregation, I think.
Yes,
The 3rd congregation.
they were a numbered congregation.
Token of aspect is what you're being offered.
No, I'm good. Thank you. No.
The 5th congregation. Token of aspect. Token of aspect. Let one of the faces lead you to the 5.
Thank you. No.
There seems to be a lot of them in their plain,
Yeah,
in their
actually-
plain robes and sandals, handing out the token of aspect. You don't see Salonius Heavensward here, but you do see that this temple area is empty.
Be careful, they're all secretly monks.
Thank you. No.
Marty.
Sargon,
actually, no,
Sargon
afterwards.
scrambles into the temple area and kind of lights a couple of the candles with a little huff of his breath weapon. He grins at you as he sets this like little figurine of what looks like cord on fire by accident.
There's a nod of approval. Eh.
Fleas and the others, do they pray? Sona just goes and nods at the altar before turning around.
Fleas, not an overly religious sort. Kid nod to the altar.
Okay.
He doesn't really care.
Sargon rushes to be first. Flying by, Fleas. At this point, you can hear the crowd. You doesn't sound like there's a fight going on at the moment, but you can hear the trumpeting of the Megaphant.
Czargon, remember, it has big reach with its big trunk. Swoop in, take out the goblins first, then deal with the Fant. It's probably your best bet.
Help distract them for me. Well, I will distract the Fant.
Yeah.
He looks at Magnus and looks at Zed and nods.
Just don't kill the Fant in one swipe.
We will not be killing the Fant.
Good, good.
Okay, he slinks away and clips down the hallway with his sharp claws.
With his strength equal to Magnus.
You reach the Victory in the Veins, and you can see that there are a number of gladiators here. These are like lower ranked gladiators, but you notice that Chella is amongst the people sitting in the Victory in the Veins today. She looks like she's applying her healing craft to some random gladiators.
Hey, Chella, how you doing?
Hello, Magnus, she says. Hold that there, yes, and take these.
It's been a while.
Big Doom, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. And feel free to say hello in chat. Let us know if you have any questions.
Welcome to the channel.
Yeah, Chella, it's been a while. Have you been seeing Maeve at all or not?
Well, Maeve doesn't really have a ludus, she says. And she's finished her fights for the season. Aside from the final fight.
I know it's true, but check on her once in a while. She's not doing too well. Drinking too much.
You should
Causing
check
a bit
on
of
her.
trouble.
She actually touches your shoulder when she says it. You should check on her once in a while.
I know. I was there, and that's what I found out about her. I'm gonna go and see her next week. See if we can do something about a ludus for her. Put some effort. I have some time now. Finished all my fights.
I wouldn't promise something that you cannot deliver, she says. That's not going to help anything.
Maybe if we don't do it officially, I don't know. I want to help her somehow, you know.
She smiles politely.
Do what I can. Advertising.
She waits for you to explain.
Advertising. You know, hey, Magnus getting trained by Maeve. Yeah, come train under Maeve. You know.
In the year-end games, you'll be fighting Maeve. She was the last year's champion, and you were the spring champion.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm not looking forward to it.
Is this loud enough so other people can hear?
Remember the Crixies fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Fleas is just sort of giggling.
Well, it depends what format they have the final year-end games in, she says. Perhaps you may not have to fight her. There can only be one champion, though. Don't forget that, she says.
Yeah, Magnus has a sour look on his face. Yeah, no, to be honest, I try to forget that every day, but it still keeps bouncing in my head, you know, like hammers.
And champion of the Sandal League is only the first step if you want to become a true gladiator of the Imperium. There are other leagues, particularly the ones that are in the capital city.
Yeah, we have to see. We have some business to do here first. Then we'll discuss it. But for now, this is our home. This is where we're building our ludus.
Okay, you can hear like the screaming of somebody in pain, and then Chilla, excuse me, and she goes.
I think you're gonna get work now.
Yeah, she is tending her healing craft in the in the veins, in the blood veins themselves, and it looks like she's keeping busy.
Hey Czargon, send her a lot of clients.
She'll have a Megaphant to heal.
Okay, let's go, guys. Hey, Gregor, how you doing?
Oh, fine, Magnus. How are you? Like it's actually a friendly day here in the veins.
Hey, your shit's not broken.
Oh, yeah, I got some new tables. They're sturdy. At least until the trolls come back. Apparently, there's more of them, he says. And then somebody orders a drink and he gets distracted.
Okay, see you later. Have a good day. All right, we'll drink later, guys. Come on.
Which order is the fight?
notice a guard look back and kind of like waves a spear and lets them know that you guys
sorry.
have arrived. And
we didn't talk about this, but did we get any potions for Fleas or Sona? We kind of rushed into this. Did we get a yes, no? Did we get a chance to pick two potions for them?
I didn't pick anything for them.
Working without the cheating. Fight the Megaphant.
Sona, sing, keep your distance.
Isn't it always riveting to see goblin blood?
Make that big fan fall if you have grease. Hey, Sona, do you have grease or not?
Are you talking about like tattoos, Ahmed?
I was thinking
That
either.
Phineas could make?
Yeah, either potions.
Okay, yeah, no, those will. He'll do those. Yeah, but you spent like actual potions and like.
No. I'm talking about like Phineas, like dishing out like, here, you going for a fight? Here's your two things. Here's your two things.
Would you like a moment to figure out what you've prepared?
I've got what I've got prepared.
Okay.
Anything that Zed or Czargon want?
Yeah, he's got. He's got 5. Why the hell don't I have more? He can have 5 third level. So
Okay, you didn't specify them. Can I?
You can have
quickly look?
haste, fly, protection from energy.
Do we know what kind of goblins we're fighting?
Nope.
Okay,
We
so
know that they're goblins and that they arch. That's what we were told.
does anybody here know how to cast haste on their own?
Nobody casts haste out of this group.
Okay, haste on.
yet.
Each of them get a haste.
Okay, so you got 2 left. Fly, protection from energy, cure serious wounds.
A fly for Sona might go pretty well.
Okay.
Yep. Fly.
Tattoo, fly on his ass. Protection from energy, or another fly for someone.
You guys know that flying out of reach is effectively like
Retreating.
Running away.
retreating, running
Well,
away.
It's
and-
getting on top of the
I
fence,
think
right?
it's to fly above the elephant to hit the goblins with the whip. I'm pretty certain.
Do you want me to remove the barkskin note from Zed? Adam?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm adding the tattoo of haste.
Okay. While you guys are figuring that out, is there anything going on Fleas? Fleas' match is first.
You know,
We can give him
this
bark
shield
skin.
has been
Full
with
strength.
me for a long time. You know,
Bark
Magnus,
skin.
maybe sometime, maybe, one with like maybe some spiky bits or some magic or, it's kind of the same broken ass shield that I had.
Stop your whining.
Shut up, you bastard!
Okay.
He has the +1 natural armor amulet, the resistance item. Don't care about the longbow. He has chain shirt +2. Let's put haste and haste tattoo, and let's also put the
Haste tattoo on whom?
Fleas.
Fleas.
Is the,
Okay.
fleece.
right. That's all he needs. He's good.
He doesn't want bull strength or
I
anything.
think.
Bull strength would be awesome, but
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, well, you got to take a 3rd level off from someone then.
Then we'll just go with the haste. That's fine. He'll take the haste. He should be able to handle this.
Yeah.
That doubles his attacks. So yeah, Fleas has the haste. That's all he's got from them. He'll use his own spells.
Okay.
Okay. Magnus is making a mental note. Go buy a goddamn +1 shield. Go buy a goddamn +1 sword.
A light weapon, please.
We have so much fucking money. Why are we using it?
It's a good day to see goblin blood, says Dimitri, and the portcullis is opening, and you can see a wheelbarrow with 3 dead goblins in it coming in, and Shell is like, like she can't help those goblins. Not enough diamonds in the world to bring back all the goblins.
Oh, somebody cries every time you bring a goblin back.
And now we have a minor gladiator up and coming from the Conclave of Crimson Scale.
Go, please! Yeah! Hey, Sona, remember to sing for his dumb ass every once in a while?
I can do it.
I didn't let him hear that.
Raised as a squire, this gnoll has risen from the ranks of total anonymity.
From shithole.
I'm stalling. What is his rank? What is Fleas' rank as a gladiator?
I think he's
still blooded, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's pretty crappy.
He's just leveling now, so I think he's. Give me a second.
He's a veteran.
Blooded.
He's a vet.
Oh no, sorry. Fleas is
blooded.
a blooded.
He's a blooded. He's a
blooded
blooded.
gladiator who stood at the side of Magnus and Sona.
Stuck in the shadow.
You're in the limelight now.
The Conclave considers Fleas. The crowd is friendly.
We didn't bet on this, guys.
No, you guys haven't done a lot of things. Conclave.
We can bet a talent quickly, right?
Yes, there are people in the veins that are willing to bet.
God damn it.
So the crowd is friendly towards the Conclave. The beasts, they are also friendly.
Adam, go bet, God damn it.
When Fleas takes to the field, you can see that there are two gray-scaled or gray-skinned gargoyle-like statues that are standing perfectly still in the amongst the ancient stones. Upon the null stone, as people are now starting to call it, there are guards that escort you to the null stone and basically point at it if you don't stand into it. Yeah, Fleas is a arcane caster. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, Fleas can feel like standing here just feels wrong. You don't know how. It kind of gives you a little bit of a headache. You don't know if it's the harsh sun of the summer day or if it's the stone.
This is kind of crap.
You don't have any spells running, do you?
Nope.
Okay. You can see the Megaphant in all of its glory, just kind of like milling around along the edge. It's actually like eating out of a big trough, kind of in the stands, and very carefully people are being led up one by one to pet the Megaphant. And you can see that Chebagas is up there controlling it. You don't see all the goblins yet.
Who's that bocha?
Oh, it's massive. The thing is many feet taller and wider than a regular elephant. It's got huge tusks, two sets of them. It's got some strange war paint that they seem to be hiding behind what looks like almost like tapestries worth of material. Like you can see it's all painted up, but they're not letting you see the war paint for some reason. It does have barding. Leather barding with studs, and there's a howdah on top, which is kind of like a square, like a shallow square bucket where the smaller, medium-sized creatures could sit in. They're not even like controlling it really.
They're passengers.
Yeah,
they're on the bus.
They are passengers. It does look pretty docile. You can see a bunch of children having fun as the thing is sort of like gingerly reaching out towards them with its snout. Chebagast is right there, making sure that everything is going all right. These two gargoyles, you're like, they haven't moved an inch. Give me a perception check, please.
All right, I can do this. Yes, I can. 11. Those are statues. They're supposed to fight the gargoyles. Do I just knock them over?
They're like unmoving statues. So this is going to be an easy fight if all you have to do is go over there and knock
I was
them
gonna
over.
kick them over.
What you don't like about the gargoyle statues is that they seem to have weird tracery, almost like weird runes traced along their arms, like tattoos. The tattoos are kind of shiny and glittery in the sun. Against a mighty dogman, we shall have 2 beasts called forth from some wizard's dungeon. Boo! People don't like wizards. But there's general cheers that happen after that. These 2 ferocious gargoyles once guarded a dungeon. They were captured by the Imperium and enslaved by Imperial wizards. And they are here in the arena of Vaddapol for your entertainment.
Hey, Magnus, this is a submission one, right?
Yeah.
Magnus the portcullis is down, and you're kind of pressing your faces up against it, having a look. And Fleas is yelling something.
He's like, Kukri, sap. Kukri, sap. Sap.
Today's editor
Shake the sap,
games
yeah, sure.
is Magistrate Varoo. Boo! There's more people booing the judge. The count actually stands up and raises his hand, and people stop kind of booing, and they're starting to cheer a little bit more when the count comes up, and he sits back down like he stops the booing. You can see some people continue the booing, and there are guards that are coming into the stands likely to arrest those people or at least kick them out of the arena.
I don't like their chances in court.
Right. And then after a short wait of 5 to 10 minutes, Fleas, you've got this dull kind of panging headache. You do notice that the gargoyles have not moved. The gong is run. Gong. Initiative needs to be rolled.
All right. Get him. Get him. 9.
9.4.
9.4. Yeah.
Okay. And the gargamels. All right, 17.6.
The Google Man.
And we're gonna call them rune etched gargoyles.
Chubby gas, you lying sack of crap.
It's got so many monsters now to keep track of. The statues, after the gong hits, they do move. And they kind of crawl almost on all fours outside of the circle. And you notice both of them begin doing stuff with their hands. It looks a lot like spellcasting.
Spellcraft?
Yes.
Because,
the DC is 21.
Not that kind of bad.
You didn't spend any ranks in spellcraft. He's like, nope. All right, so for a brief moment, their runes glowed, and then you notice their teeth are glowing, and their claws are glowing, and their wings are glowing. Like the tops of the wings are glowing.
They cast magic fang.
Their horns are glowing, and the glow.
But this is interesting. Magic Fang applies to only one.
Magic fang greater applies to all of
It's
them.
greater.
Oh,
Yeah.
balls.
Okay, that was the gargoyles. Fleas.
Steps out of the ring and casts heroism.
Okay. You threw up your spell, and the crowds are all chanting and laughing and looking as the monsters in their eyes are getting into a fight.
Yep. Monster fight.
The Rune Edge gargoyles begin to sort of. No, they're actually pretty quick. They spread out, and they're going to double move to here. They're going to actually, 20 feet back. They seem to be waiting. Fleas. They're cautiously approaching.
Okay. Fleas is gonna cast the haste off the
Okay.
tattoo.
using your own magic tattoo. You spend a standard. Actually, it's a full round action for you.
Yep.
Fleas is now hasted. How many rounds?
9.
Yep, 9 rounds.
Okay. Rune-edge gargoyles do not like you making magic. Do they have pounce? Tell me they have pounce.
I don't know normally.
No. All right. They see you cast a spell, and they're gonna take to the air a little bit. They're about 5 feet up.
That's the bullshit.
They're flying.
Yep. They're about 5 feet up, though. They're still reachable.
They got wings, man.
Yep. Fleas.
Well,
They're closing in, and everyone's cheering and chanting, and you can hear that bloodthirsty old lady. Rip the fucking wings off!
calm down, lady. It's too much.
It's too much, lady. There's just always one in the crowd.
So Fleas is going to begin his bardic performance,
Which is
comedy.
okay.
And oh no, the dusty bats are coming to get me. Oh, I'm so scared. They're flying away already.
So your own joke, you're tittering at your own joke, and now have bonuses, I guess.
I like the I guess at the end. So we're gonna move over like we're thinking about engaging this one.
Yep. Yeah, it wants to engage you as well.
We'll get engaged together.
It's going to charge. It's 5 feet off the ground.
Okay. I'll swift action. On my turn, I swift action to arcane strike my sap.
Okay.
Yeah.
+1 from above, plus from charge. 1 from above, and then charge, plus the magic. So 8, 10, 11. AC 22.
No.
What is Fleas' AC?
With haste is 29 without doing anything.
Nice. Okay, so...
I wish I had some magic stuff.
So it flies charging in.
Shut up!
It scratches at your plain steel shield. There's a nice gong as the stony clawed hand meets steel of the shield. It's a steel shield, right? And the other gargoyle.
Cardboard.
I don't have a steel shield because I can't afford one, and they haven't bought me anything better.
Oh, okay. There's a knock.
I've got a piece of plywood just taped to my arm.
Cardboard.
This one is going to basically land in the dust, kind of in this flying charge, like it's going to land on the ground and try to claw you.
Okay.
It is also charging. AC 21. Kind of ends up body checking you into your armor, and Fleas is pretty strong and has practiced these stances many times before, and just sort of slides in the sand as these creatures bear down upon you.
All right, I retort. 1 for haste, 2 for bard song, 2 for heroism, which cancels out the crowd. -2 for power attack. Arcane striking. I will sap the one on the ground. AC 32.
Yeah, you doubled its AC.
Whap! And then we'll haste attack.
Is this
the
a
one on the
magic
ground.
sap?
It is an arcane strike sap, which makes it magical.
Which makes it magical, which means you're getting through its DR.
AC 30.
Yeah, you hit it twice.
All right. Now
Why didn't we bet on this crap?
Jeez.
You guys need to help me with this.
+5, +1 for arcane smash, +2 for arcane strike, +2 for bard song, +4 for power attack.
I just assumed you didn't have the money to bet, or you...
You have tons of money.
Or we're just having this fight to get Fleas' fights over
We
with.
were trying to get Fleas' fights over.
Okay.
Zed wasn't making bets because he's not there to make bets. So 16, so a total of 32 non-lethal damage.
Nice. 33, you mean?
Yes, math. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you hit the thing over the head twice, and 33 just on the second one bloodies it. It's shaking its head, trying to get back from it. It folds one of its wings across its face, trying to block.
Okay,
and then flees.
Flees a little step in a way to try to prevent the flankaroos.
Oh, nice. Okay. So hasted flees had his go. Now the rune-etched gargoyles. This one's gonna 5-foot step in and take all of its attacks as you were concentrating on his companion.
Is it now on the ground level?
Yeah, it now basically lands.
Okay.
And it's gonna do 2 claws, a bite, and a gore.
Yeah. Fun boy, tell him.
4 at 1d20 plus 8.
9, 8. Begin the 5 foot.
13, 14, 27, and 19.
Missing.
They need 20s, basically.
They need 20s.
If they don't have any bonuses. Okay. And then this one got hurt pretty bad. He basically is on the ground. He touches a weird tattoo on his chest. And the magic is really, really glowing in his claw.
Really wish I studied harder.
And this one is basically going to move like this. Kind of circles around. Fleas. Got gargoyle to the left, gargoyle to the right.
This is crap. Fleas is going to.
Fleas thinks it's crap.
Fleas is going to use this opportunity
To yell at Magnus.
to yell at Magnus. No, he won't use this opportunity to yell at Magnus. I need my full round to actually knock that guy out. I will 5-foot step back and cast Mirror Image.
Okay. Alright. The best worst spell ever.
Just in case they roll a 20.
It's D4 plus 1s, right?
Yep.
No, he's got True Strike or something going. I don't know what it is.
Alright, so this one then 5 steps in. Yeah, you got max images. And we'll take all of its attacks.
Okay, anything my images survive.
Okay, you managed to keep back from it using your shield quite effectively.
Aha!
This one is going to come in and with his True Strike try to disarm you.
Oh, what a dick.
He does not have the feats to do this, so he incurs an AOO.
Okay, I will beat his ass first.
He's like grabbing at your weapons and your sap, because he could probably get both your sap and your shield.
He potentially could, and that would be really bad for me. Only 20 plus 12 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 minus 2.
Okay, you see, he's got his head down, looking at your stuff. He's trying to grab at it.
AC 22.
You hit him in the head with your magical sap.
Only 4 plus 5 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4. 18 non-lethal, and a minus 18 on his disarm check.
Oh, no. 18. 8 is 41. He's got 51 non-lethal. He's seeing birds, but just kind of hanging on. His normal CMB is plus 8. The True Strike is plus 20. Minus 18 for... oh, yeah, max damage. Roll for the crowd. Go ahead.
I believe that requires a swift action to roll for the crowd with max damage.
I think we've been pretty loose on this.
Okay, all right, because I need my swift actions to arcane strike. But yeah, okay. Roll for the crowd. Yay, love me. Yay, you suck. 26. Woo!
All right, the crowd is now helpful.
Yeah, boy.
So that's plus 2s. Nice.
That's he.
Good thing we have the stream to keep track of things, because apparently we forget how to play every week. right,
I know,
I've got
right?
this all queued up. And then I'm forgetting the +1 for the crowd for these monsters. So +8 normally. No, +7 normally with the greater magic fang. +20 from the true strike, -18 from the damage, +1 from the crowd. He gets a 16 on his disarmed attempt. He grabs at your shield. You kind of push him. You push the creature off.
Mine.
And it claws at your wooden shield now. All right, so that was the rune at gargoyles, which brings us to a hasted fleas.
I'm gonna beat the one to the south of me, and if he falls down, then I'll beat the one to the north of me.
Okay.
Ashoka's in the crowd's going, we probably should have bet on this one. AC 28.
Yeah, that hits the gargoyle. It tries to put its hands up, but the magic club goes crunching right through its fingers.
16 non-lethal.
That knocks it out.
Perform check. 25.
You gain a victory point.
Yeah!
Yeah, boy.
Don't die to the elephant!
And your haste attack.
Haste attack. AC 19.
Well, it hits.
Ooh. 5 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4. 17 non-lethal.
Okay.
Go to sleep! Go to sleep! Pa, 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 pa.
This thing withdraw flies.
Oh, you coward!
Yep. He has to make a roll. The crowd's now booing. As the beasts are sent to indifferent. Oh, get back down there! Fleas?
Yeah. Well, Fleas is gonna just... That's a move with haste.
No, it's flying. It's off the ground.
Oh, it's like flying in the air?
Yep.
You're gonna make me change up my gear, aren't you?
It's like circling around. You get the sense that it's going to come back around and like swoop at you. And the 16 on the disarm is not enough to hit a image. It's not within 5 of your CMD. Okay.
No, my base CMD is 28.
Okay.
Then spells make it 29. Actually, 27 makes it 28. Here, let me just take a look at Bladed Dash for a second, because if I could, like, hit him from the sky, that would be, like, awesome.
I think you have to arrive
On the ground?
on the ground, but
But if I could do it into the sky like an anime boy. Oh.
possible.
30 feet in a straight line in any direction, momentarily leaving a cascade of images, no AOs, melee attack. Movement granted by this spell in an unoccupied square. Spell fails.
It talks all about movements and squares. It kind of feels like it's along the ground.
That's fine.
Although
That's
any
fine.
direction starts to...
That's fine. Well, I'm cool with it being like Dimension Door or any normal teleport spell. It is a transmutation. Okay. Fleas is going to...
Straight line in any direction.
Take this moment to... He'll move and cast Daze. Just because it's funny. So...
There's probably all sorts of FAQs about Bladed Dash.
Because the spell is all weird. It was written by somebody who doesn't understand spells. Oh, wait a sec. How high up did the gargoyle fly?
20 feet.
Let me just check my acrobatics. 13 becomes with haste. That's plus 12, so 25. That's too much. He's going to move and ready to bap the thing. Come on!
Yeah, there's all sorts of fucking arguments over whether difficult terrain affects bladed dash. It's not a teleport spell because it doesn't have teleport. So
It's transmutation, but it doesn't have the teleport.
Yeah,
It's not transmutation teleportation. I moved and I'm readying to bap a guy.
Okay. So you go to ready to action, which brings us to the Rune Etch Gargoyle. The Rune Etch Gargoyle is going to touch his tattoo on his chest and fly a little bit closer towards you. He has to go in a bit of a circle to do it. But he's going to end his movement 20 feet up and 10 feet away.
I saw the True Strike last time, right?
Yeah.
I've got people. I've seen Sony use True Strike.
It's doing the same thing that the other gargoyle did, and you fucked it up by hitting it.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm thinking about just running away and watching it be mad. But I don't have spellcraft, so yeah. We're going to basically ready to hit it.
Okay.
We'll taunt it and ready to hit.
It comes charging in. It is going to sunder your shield.
First, I'm going to hit it because I get my ready first.
Yep.
Go.
You're like, ah! Kind of taking steps back, whipping it with your magical sap. As it's coming in, it's going to try to punch its way through your shield.
Well, that would make me easier to hit by quite a bit. Ooh, AC 20 hits. 5 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4. 16 non-lethal.
Okay. Then it doesn't have the feat to sunder your
take
weapon.
Mayo.
Yep.
I should have turned off my Outlook. I'm getting notes that are telling me to do stuff, but I'm going to pretend I didn't see them for a moment. AC 29.
Hitting it again in the head with your sap as you're kind of taking these half steps back as it's advancing.
18 non-lethal.
It is still coming at you, and I don't know if this.
The perform check doesn't do nothing. It's a CMB check, so it's a minus 18 on its CMB.
Does the damage always do that with CMBs?
Yeah.
All right.
It's where pole arms become nice, or things that negate the.
So it's +8, +1 from above, +0 from the crowd. Shit. +20 from True Strike, -18 again. Damn it. 13 on the sunder. As it's just kind of crashing into your shield does what it's supposed to, and the magic washes away on its hands, and now...
Oh shit, that was my opportunity! If I break this one, do I get a new one?
So you took a ready to action, which interrupted its thing, then you didn't get your action.
No!
It's ready, so it actually goes then. It's just going to full round you. In frustration. AC 24... Is he 9, 20, and 10?
Embarrass yourself, monster.
AC 26.
That would have popped an image.
I don't think that's.
Oh, actually, no, it doesn't work. But that 24 pops an image.
Okay. 44 on the critical miss chart. He is. Take 1 point of strength damage. Okay, it hurt its nails on your shield. Crowd roll for the critical. Yes. Ah, demon. Oh,
Wait.
the crowd is now unfriendly. They didn't. Have you even taken a point of damage?
He popped an image.
Get that thing out of here! Stupid bat! Go back to your temple!
Please.
Go back to your temple.
It's a gargoyle.
Yeah.
That's real good insult because
It's the old lady, man. There's that bloodthirsty old lady in the crowd.
I'm just confirming my martial weapon. One-handed.
Fleas. Fleas is like a turtle with his AC.
So Fleas is going to bash this thing in the face with his shield.
Okay. As it was trying to eat your shield or try to punch through it, you feed the shield to its face.
+1, +2, +2, -2. Shield bash. AC 18.
Hits the charging gargoyle.
It had a round. It's not charging.
That's right.
Second attack.
That hits?
Oh, it still hits. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the ACs of gargoyles is 16.
Oh, never mind.
They gotta wear armor. Next time.
Bang! 17 lethal damage. I punch him in the face with a shield.
Oh yeah, you broke something as the gargoyle crumples to the sands. Give me a perform check as the crowd's chanting Conclave. Conclave.
13. Yay, me!
No, we'd stop winning
Why
if
is that
you
one guy
fighters
yelling
weren't so
Magnus? Come
shitty.
on!
Yeah, keep doing it. Good job.
Well, I suppose it proves that a gnoll is man's best friend, says Dimitri, and everyone starts laughing at that. Congratulations to the Conclave! But now, there's all sorts of drumming going on. We have the rest of the gladiators from the Conclave of Crimson Scale, including Zed, the Wild Orc, Sona the Blue, and their baby red dragon, Czargon. Did he call me a baby? This is Czargon to,
He also called me the Wild.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yes.
He's a druid. He turns into animals. He's wild.
Yeah, no,
He's the most lawful neutral wild thing ever.
Yep. In we go. Remember, Czargon, try to protect me. I will distract the Fant, and then you two focus on the goblins.
And while we wait for the null stones gifted from our very emperor himself to do their work, the Imperial Guild of Bread Makers and our very own Ollie's Press are providing free bread and wine to those in the crowd today.
It's like poison on that shit.
And you can see that there are a bunch of, like, servants and slaves come bearing big baskets of bread, and you can see big barrels that people are now mobbing, and little tiny, like almost like wooden cups. They're not very deep, like really shallow, kind of like little bowls that are being handed out, and there's a bit of pandemonium.
Ashoka is looking at that, going, "Oh, the opportunity to raise such control if required."
You do notice that much fewer and more well-dressed and behaved servants or slaves are coming out in the places where the rich seats are, and you can see that they're almost like have trays of things that they're offering people. It might not just be bread, and there is wine being served on many trays as well in much nicer and deeper glasses. Many people are partaking. It is a particularly warm day, and it's been a long day of bloodthirsty games. Apparently, there have been a lot of goblin deaths this day.
Has Ashoka seen Izram in the crowd?
Izram the Black, you do look down, and you see Izram is sitting there and talking with Lanziver. And the two wizard sisters, Rova and Rala. are also nearby, and about half a dozen of like unnamed mage-looking sycophants and like acolytes, hangers-on, people whose names like they haven't achieved any status that.
I have
that
cantrips.
You know. Yeah, exactly.
And a first.
They're like the people who sweep up after the wizards or their apprentices. Izram does seem to have a lot of lackeys there as well with him. But the two, Lanziver and Izram, have been chatting quite about something that hasn't been the games.
Well, give me a second to see what I got in my spell list.
So you from your perch,
From my perch.
from the conclave seats, are looking down upon all of the rich people.
Yeah.
And
let me just check.
there are a number of umbrellas out today because the sun is rather harsh. You do see that Sindara is there, and she seems to be she claps politely at the wind from the conclave and is talking to some other people around her.
If Sindara ever sees Ashoka, he'll nod and be all polite and stuff.
No, you're kind of staring at the back of her head for the entire match.
No, I'm so I'm going to attempt to detect the thoughts of these two.
Of wizards? Okay. All right. So, are you disguising your spellcasting in any way, shape, or form?
Yes, 100%.
How?
By using well, we've got a big crowd of people.
Yep.
And I am using the power called bullshit. Where is it? It's conceal spell.
Okay. And what does that mean?
It means that if you are doing other actions, you can make it very difficult to identify that you're even casting a spell. So, for example, when you use a spell or spell-like ability, you can attempt to hide the verbal or semantic components among speech or other gestures. There's a DC equal to 15 plus your ranks in the requisite ability score plus the thing. So it's a perception check.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for you to tell me. You don't need to read the whole thing. Just tell me what I need to roll.
Okay, it would be a spellcraft, sense motive, or perception. Give me a second on the detect thoughts. It is.
Okay, Ashoka's going to have to get up. It is a 60-foot cone.
Yeah,
and it's down, so you have to kind of stand up and
move
have
a little
look.
bit.
Okay.
Yep. All right. The DC is 15 plus 24 plus DC is 31. So I'm assuming spellcraft is their best. It's better than their perception or sense motive.
Yep, and because there's a big crowd and they're likely distracted, it's probably impossible for them to make this roll. Others around you might notice, though. Highly unlikely at 31. On the first round, the presence or absence of thoughts. Yeah, they're thinking people in a 60-foot cone in front of you, aimed down at the rich folk. The number of thinking minds is kind of like as you flinch and the cone slightly moves, like you're getting like a crazy number. It's something like 47, 60, 63, no, 62, 1, 60, like you're around 60 people you're catching into this big cone. The third round, the surface thoughts of any mind in the area, and you're concentrating on who first?
Izram. Because he does not seem like a wise mage to me.
There's probably like a 1 in 200 chance that there's somebody with an int 26 or higher.
Yeah.
In that crowd. So if I roll a 1, there's somebody there that
just boom.
Okay. No. And I checked their ints. They're not at 26. So.
Oh jeez! Holy crow, Nemi! Nemi's just going all nuts.
All right. So you're not stunned, and now you're trying to do the surface thoughts of any of the minds in the area, and you're concentrating on Izram's?
Specifically Izram. If Izram fails, then we'll go to Lanziver, but Lanziver's privacy should...
19?
The DC of my Detect Thoughts... Detect Thoughts is a second circle spell, which means the basic DC would be 19, and I'm just going to check to see... I believe it's a divination, so I don't have any bonuses to it. Drat. Did not work. I might do it again. I'll try it one more time.
Okay.
If it still doesn't work, then this ploy will need to find another way to snoop.
10.
Okay. All right. What you thinking? What you thinking about?
Okay, so it's kind of like... he's thinking about how it's... He's wondering if it's going to be easier to deal with Lanziver than the old man. He doesn't like the fact that Lanziver is going to become the head Imperial Wizard of Vaddapol. Or that he's next in line, and thought it should be him because he comes from a proper noble family and he's not some gnome. He's trying to figure out, how am I going to make this gnome bite it? Like, how do I get rid of him?
Interesting.
And then the gnome mentioned something about a proposal, and he's like, oh yeah, Phineas. That fucking idiot. Oh, I'll get him. I'll get him for sure. Maybe he'll have to just clean it. He actually kind of sinks back into himself and like, quiet in a twisted sort of way, has a pleasurable thought of Phineas scooping up the old wizard's poop for the rest of the old man's life. He hates Phineas for some reason.
Well, since I've already know that this guy tried to kill Phineas.
Yep.
It's probably related to the stealing of the spell book.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's see. Let's see if you catch anything more. If I roll a 1 on a d4, you catch something juicy. 4, it just ends up being like, oh, I have to take a piss kind of thing.
Boobies.
Yeah, he's like, oh, the Megaphant. He's like, I hope some of them get squashed. That would be fun to watch. This is what we were here for, like that.
Yep.
I could probably eat. All the fucking boring thoughts that eat up 80% of our days.
Yep.
Like, oh, I itch. I gotta go for a shit.
Should I have that bread? I'm gonna have to poop soon as it is.
Right. Invading people's minds. It's like, okay.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
There is another gladiator joining the veins. Mark, you created a really interesting gladiator in the sandbox.
Oh.
God damn it, Mark.
Did you want to introduce this guy as a mercenary?
Yeah, sure. Are we talking...
Scarab?
Oh, Scarab, yes. Okay, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. C9th or... Hang on. Oh, I'm in the wrong...
If he's here to punch Fleas in the dick, please have him not be 9th.
No, I believe he's 8th in the...
Just keep him as 8th for now, and we can figure out what happens with him.
Yeah.
Last time there was somebody interesting in the veins, he tried to punch me in the dick.
No, he's where is... There he is, Scarab.
I thought this was a really neat...
I think it's a neat build.
I haven't seen Mark do a armor class through armor build.
They're fun.
No, this is Probably the first, actually.
Okay, Scarab will say he has recently come from the Imperial City. He heard that this was a good place to go. We'll say that for whatever reason, he's unpopular in the Imperial City. He went through some losses, and you heard that you can get a drink in the veins, and without buying a ticket, you could watch matches from the veins. And you grabbed a drink, and then the portcullis you can hear is opening, and you're walking into the back, and you can see a very sweaty-looking gnoll talking to some old man, a woman tending to some really hurt gladiator that might have to have his leg removed. He's got some sort of spike all the way through it, and Chella is trying to handle that. And you can see, give me an int check or like a knowledge gladiator or something knowledge local.
Hang on a sec. I check his knowledges. I don't know if he'll got him a profession. That'll...
Look at that guy's hat.
Knowledge nature? No.
It's a noble.
Just an int check.
All right. Yeah, just an int check. All right. $11.
No, you don't know who Magnus is. You haven't been here long enough, and you just arrived in Vaddapol.
Okay.
How fast does he move?
30. He's very comfortable in his armor.
Okay, something that looks akin to a bug in armor just kind of walked up beside Magnus and is now like looking outside of the looking onto the into the arena.
Magnus is
And
like,
by looks
yeah,
like a
remember to
bug,
do is what the fuck?
And by looks like a bug, he has 4 arms and dragonfly wings.
Okay, seriously, this place getting weirder and weirder every day.
Forearms?
He has 4 arms.
Is he an alchemist?
Yeah. He's got discoveries.
He's discovered extra limbs.
A vestigial arm, so you can't use it to attack, but
They can hold things.
You can use it to hold things.
wings. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Like a shield.
That's a good question there. I don't know.
How long before the next fight starts?
This one, yeah, they're about to start right now.
That elephant doesn't look so tough.
Nah, the elephant's not bad. It's pretty strong. But the other ones there, you have to deal with him and then a whole bunch of goblins on his back. It should be a straightforward fight.
Who's going up against it?
What's your name?
I go by Scarab.
Scarab. Yeah, nice.
Like the beetle.
Yeah, I see it. I'm Magnus. Nice. He doesn't know which hand to shake. He's like, nice to meet. Nice to meet you somewhere.
He hands you a normal-ish hand.
Somewhere in the visor, you see these 2 yellow eyes, kind of unearthly, looking back at you.
There you go. So these are my gladiators. My name is. I'm Magnus. Yeah, I told you. I'm the Lannister for these guys here.
The training's pretty good. At least the last guy was.
Yeah, Fleas. Yeah, he's the shittiest one I have. Don't worry about it, Fleas. You're pretty good.
I need a better shield, guy. Come on.
Okay. I promise. I'll get you a new shield and a new weapon.
Say that for months.
We'll go shopping tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
So you're the Lannister for this conclave?
Yeah.
I'm new in town. I'm looking for some fights. You think you got anyone who'd be interested? Interested.
What level are you? What
Rank.
rank? Sorry. Are you full gestalt?
Level, you would understand he means rank.
Rank.
But you wouldn't respond with a number. You'd respond with a descriptor, and the descriptor for a level 8 guy who is full on gestalt
Heroic.
is probably heroic. Let me.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of these guys. We're still upcoming. But hey, I could fight you. But probably next season. I've got a lot of. It's gonna be a busy couple of weeks for me. I've done all my fights already, but maybe next season you and I can fight.
All right.
Have I gone into heroic yet or not?
Yeah, you must be heroic by now.
Let's double check this broken shit.
Magnus is heroic. Yep.
Okay. Okay, good.
All right. Is there anyone else around here who can put up a challenge?
Nothing. I lose this. Actually, hold on. We have a tree?
Oh, it does attack? Yep, it could hold a shield.
You could have like the glaive and then a shield and then I don't know, a pitchfork or a hand to cast spells.
Right, a hand to drink your potions with.
To drink your potions with, yeah.
Or just a free hand. You know.
To climb or to grab things or to scratch.
Or for feats that require a free hand.
Oh.
You gotta be shitting me.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Is he a swashbuckling tank?
That's funny.
No, he's not.
Because that would be.
He is not. He's not.
Okay. The elephant does move into the circle. You notice that there's a bunch of goblins, and these goblins look actually pretty competent. They've got armor and weapons and bows. You can see one of them jingling with a lot of potions.
Did anybody come and clean up the down gargoyle?
Oh yeah, they went off, and a cleric came over and stabilized them, and they got dragged off.
Before he gets stepped on.
Through the Duke's gate. Yeah, they like the gargoyles. Sargon's looking at Zed and Sona. What's the plan?
As I was saying, I will distract the Megaphant. Focus on the goblins.
Did all of them get haste tattoos?
Yeah. It's on their character.
They're all
sheets that
haste
they
and
have.
Sona has fly.
Okay.
In addition.
That thing is big.
I could use armor, Czargon.
Yes.
And make some space.
Space? Why?
I should take the brunt of its charge.
If you want.
Chebagast is not a stupid man.
No, he knows what I can breathe. I heard a story that there was a dragon that could change the color of his breath.
What color would you breathe if you could breathe another color?
All the colors of Tiamat's rainbow.
I would have said blue, but that works too.
That's quite a name you just belched up there. You sure he's got his religion figured out?
Do not question me now. I'm a servant of Kozuth. Just because I say a dragon's name, all of you humanoids get very antsy around me.
Yeah, Sargon. Enemies that way.
Remember, this is a non-lethal contest with respect to the Megaphant.
And the goblins?
Don't try not to kill them, but accidents do happen. They are a long way up. Basically, they fall and break their neck.
And now for the match we've all been waiting for today, in this cursed, scorching sun. The goblins all start climbing onto the Megaphant. Actually, the goblins, only one of them climbs up into the Megaphant's howdah. Some of the others just seem to be darting in amongst its legs.
Use that fire and burn them off.
Just fireball the whole thing.
Shebagast is actually outside of the ring, and it looks like you know that he is controlling the beast, and that he is off limits. If you strike him, you likely forfeit the match.
Yep.
He kind of pets the Megaphant. And the editor of today's games, celebrating his birthday, the son of Magistrate Varu, Yari Varu. And you can see there's like a lukewarm reception to that, like some half-ass clapping. Most people are munching still on their bread and having their wine. There's a couple fist fights over the last few drops of the wine at some of the bottom of the barrels, and you can see some of the soldiers gone to deal with that. Yari comes out, and you notice his father behind him, and he does give a wave to the crowd. I want a god and bloody match, he says. There's some chuckles.
I need to zoom on this kid. What a schmuck. Okay.
That kid requires a slapping.
Don't worry, you'll grow up someday.
I hope the kid knows that it's a non-lethal match.
He's young.
Sona? Yes, but he's editor.
Don't lose.
Yeah, let's not lose.
Who said anything about losing?
Says Sargon. May the gods take their due. May the blood tax be paid. May the best man or beast win. Go. Initiative. Alright, the Megaphant gets a 9. The Gobos get a 13.
Zed gets a 3!
Zed gets a 3. I don't even see Zed in the initiative. There he is.
Czargon is 6.
Mark, Sona?
Oh, yeah, I'll be so sure.
No, there it is.
Oh, yeah. 6.
Where is Sona? Sona, there we go.
Wee!
Alright, let me sort this, and the crowd is continuing to be helpful to the Conclave because the fight happened right after, and they're unfriendly towards the beasts and the goblins, even though they love the Megaphant.
The last beasts were
didn't show enough blood. Okay, goblins, they do scramble out of the circle. That's 10 feet, and then they'll take the remainder of their movements for a single move. And they're going to launch a barrage of arrows, even though it's in second range increment.
Who are they aiming at?
They're all going to aim at Sona.
Well, that... Hey! Sona's not crap. I remember he has a pretty bad dex, so... His flat-footed is okay.
And then -1 from the crowd. Okay, these goblins seem to be competent with their nice long bows.
Yeah.
You see
Any small
18,
size?
7, 8, 20, and 19.
Flat-footed AC, according to this, is 14.
Okay, they fletch Sona full of arrows.
Well, natural 1. Let's...
Yeah, let's... Woulda hit. Alright, this is only 3d6 plus 3 damage.
I think he'll start off.
20 damage?
That's a bullshit 3d6 plus 3.
Yeah, I tend to concur, yeah.
As soon as like, what the? Just rate of arrows are like, is that coming towards me? Ah! He's got a couple of them
Such bullshit.
sticking out of his arm, and another one grazes his forehead. And then this goblin moves out and off to the side and drinks a potion.
Wasn't he riding...
Oh yeah,
the
sorry,
Megaphant?
he's on the Megaphant. So he's going to delay. He will go on the Megaphant's turn. Which is now... Where did my initiative sheet go? Aha. Sona gets to respond. The fuck?
Step out of the thing and, like...
Start doing your thing.
Up
Step
part.
out.
Well, Mark's running them, so...
Sona is going to...
Is he Bard Song his move action yet?
Yeah, I'll do... I gotta step off this thing first, though.
Yep. So he's still
Steps
starting the
off.
standard. So it'd be Bard
Oh,
Song.
yeah, he's only... Yeah. So he'll...
It'd be Bard Song or maybe a defensive spell.
He'll... Bard Song. He'll do Bard Song.
Okay.
Okay. For the extra 1 to damage.
Two
2 to damage. Okay.
2 to damage, and does Bard Song... The 2 to hit, that doesn't stack, does it?
It doesn't
No,
stack.
it's bless, and the crowd don't stack. The Bard Song is a competence, it stacks. It's bless or heroism that doesn't stack with the crowd.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So Czargon.
Step out of the ring and cast a buff. Ahmed.
Who's gonna go next? You said you wanted to get
Czargon.
tougher. The Megaphant's gonna go next. Yeah, I'm gonna step out here, and I'll cast shield.
Okay.
So we find out the Megaphant's got expeditious retreat.
The Megaphant is moving forward, as Chebagast is basically like tapping it with this tiniest of prods that it seems to respond to. And I need the stats for the Megaphant right in front of my face. It has a movement of 40. It comes trundling out to here with Chebagast kind of sweating in the sun, following after it. That's as far as the Megaphant gets this round. But it seems to be building up speed. Now the guy on its back drinks a potion. Actually, no, he's going to apply something to the Megaphant.
Okay.
You notice that the Megaphant's trunk kind of goes up. He taps something, the Megaphant's trunk goes up, and it just kind of goes into its mouth. Like it it got fed. All right, Zed. There is many tons of angry beasts bearing down on you. Crowds chanting and cheering as they hear it trumpet.
Zed is going to move forward, not all the way,
Okay.
and he's going to turn into an elephant. This did not go the way I planned.
Huge elephant.
Huge elephant, yeah.
So this is elephant as per
Druid.
Druid,
okay.
Animal shape 3, is it?
yeah. Beast shape 3.
Beast shape 3.
Yes. And Zed will spend a key point for